All right, what up, gamers? Welcome to part four of my SHMUP collection. This is the final part. I'm gonna wrap it up and be honest with you. I didn't really think it was gonna take this long to do all of this, but I guess I got a lot more shooters than I thought I had. But so this is my final one. The final one is gonna cover my Dreamcast games, some miscellaneous stuff here, and I thought. Yeah, like I said, I'm not gonna. And this is not even everything. I still got some other stuff too. But anyway, I'm gonna go into these, and just because the K shooting collection is basically the same games that I had already. A couple, that I'm just gonna just show the game, the U.S. version ones, I guess, that I bought, and I'm gonna keep it at that. So I'm gonna wrap it up with that. But let's get into the Dreamcast game. So now let's talk about the Dreamcast because I think that for the Dreamcast, it started out just like the Saturn did. Dreamcast had solid shooters and solid fighters. You know what I mean? I think Capcom went in there and made some killer uh, shooters for the Dreamcast, and one of them was Gunbird 2. Here, I'm gonna slide this over just a little bit. Yeah. Okay. But anyway, so yeah, so Gunbird 2 was another solid shooter. It might be the right mindset about. Did I beat this? I think so. I'm not sure. I think I beat this, but I had to put this in my top 25. So the Gunbird series I think is a pretty solid series. Now this one, since I'm looking at these are some after the Dreamcast kind of was done. This is Last Hope. Last Hope was kind of like another R-Type Post-Star knockoff, but ridiculously hard. I talked about in my last video how I like the hard challenge in R-Type and Post-Star game. Not this hard. I mean, this one was so hard, they had to come out with another version called Pink Bullets, which I think I got to burn it out or something, But anyway, but this, I like the graphics. I like where they was going with it. They just made it a little bit too hard, man. It kind of got me out of it. But I think they even did another reissue of this too, because this has been out a while. I think they did another reissue of this. It's still a good game, but it's ridiculously hard. What else we got here? Sternwind. Sternwind was another one. I should, and I think about this, I said I could have got the collector's edition for this too, man. But I think they did another copy of this too. I didn't beat this. I put a lot of time in it. I just couldn't beat it for some reason. Maybe I'll get more time in it too. This is a Red Spot Games. I think this is a German company. I think that did this too. I think German company that Neo Jazz Team. Now, speaking of that Last Hope came out for the Neo too. So they do a lot of these games for the Neo, and then they'll port them to the Dreamcast, I guess, because it's easy to port to the Dreamcast. But Sternwind I like a lot. The graphically, and I like it a lot. So I think it's a good one too. Shikigami, this is Shikigami 2, Shikigami 1, Shikigami 2, Shikigami no Taro, Shikigami no Shiro 2. Got a good deal on this. Guy at a game store gave this to me at a good price. Like having it in the collection. I like the Shikigami series. I say absolutely yes to this one. One of my favorites too. Bangai-O is a very beautiful game. I think the sprites are just a little too small for my taste, but I still think it's a very beautiful game. I think it's a pretty pricey game too, if I'm not mistaken. I don't remember, but a lot of these Dreamcast games are kind of pricey now anyway too. But it's okay. Like I said, I don't think I beat this one either, but it's all right. Mars Matrix, U.S. version, another good game, Capcom game. Did I beat this? I don't remember. I don't think I did. But I liked it though. I like Capcom was really hitting some home runs on the Dreamcast with their shooters, so I really like this game. Mars Matrix. Now, these two I'm going to show together, and I think I showed these like when I did a Dreamcast thing. This is Giga Wing 1 and 2. Giga Wing 1 and 2, both of these copies are still sealed. I know these are going for some bucks now too, especially sealed. I never did I beat these? I don't think I did. I think I had an open copy and gave one to my boy. My boy was giving me pretty generous, so and he didn't have this, and I gave him my open copy. And I had a burn, so I never really opened these up. But two very good games, two very sought after games, pretty pricey now. But I like those two. These probably got to be in my top 25 too. This one probably in my top 10, Zero Gunner too. I talked about this one too in my Genesis and my Dreamcast video. But this one I liked because I like the idea that the ship moves in a 360 angle, so rotation. That's why very innovative. Very innovative. So this is another sought after game too, and this is definitely in my top 10, top 20 category as well. Ikaruga, it's a good game. Don't get me wrong, it's a good game, and I beat this game. Zero Gunner, I think I beat too. I'm pretty sure I did beat Zero Gunner, but this game I did beat. This game switching back and forth. Thought it was pretty innovative, but I thought it was pretty hard. It was very hard actually, switching back and forth, especially on them last levels like that. But to watch people that can really play this game, it's really fun to watch people that can really play it. I'm not that good at it. But it's still a good game. I would probably put it in my top 25. I liked it better than Radiant Silver Gun, I tell you that. So, Ikaruga. And then lastly, this is probably one of my favorites. And talking about my favorites, I got to make sure I got my favorite for the Dreamcast out here to show that one. Got to show that one. But this is my second favorite on the Dreamcast right here. This Border Down. Border Down is a G-Rev game. I like G-Rev games too. G-Rev is a really solid company. I like them probably just as much as Cave, if not better, to be honest with you. I wish they would come out with more games, but Border Down is definitely one of my all-time favorite games here too. So I got to put this high on the list too. I love it. And my favorite game for the Dreamcast, Under Defeat. Under Defeat is a mighty, mighty game, man. I mean, just watching the gameplay. So since I beat it, and I know I beat it, I beat Border Down too. Border Down I like because very complicated boss at the end. I like that. I like this boss, very hard boss at the end too. The graphically is just incredible. The graphics here. This is like a helicopter military type of SHMUP game. It's very, very good, man. You know, and after beating it, and I beat it on every level too. So this is definitely one I can say I beat it on every level. When you go back and just watch the gameplay, because you can do like watch just like your video play or whatever, and just watch it like a movie, man. I mean, it's just incredible to watch. So, favorite game on the Dreamcast, definitely one of my all-time favorites right there is that Border Down. So now I don't have that many games for the Sega CD, so I'm just gonna go into those pretty just quickly here. Soul Feast, which is just another version of Soul Beast. You know, I picked it up for the Sega CD. You know, I like it, you know, because it's Soul Beast. Silpy is like that other PlayStation 2 game, but this one is more 3D. It's alright. I mean, I wasn't all that impressed by it, so we'll leave it at that. This was a recent pickup. This is Sonar X2. Sonar X2 for the PlayStation Vita. I don't have a PlayStation Vita, but I got the download of this. I bought it off the PlayStation channel. And then, matter of fact, since I'm talking about it, I'll show you this one too. I bought this at Play Asia years ago. This is a complete kit, or it's a computer though. It was done on the computer. I got the downloadable on this on the PlayStation Network as well too. But this is Sonar X limited edition. It got like a storybook in the soundtrack. You know how they do all of that type of stuff. But I bought this, and then I wanted a physical copy. I wish they would have did this on the PS4 as opposed to just the Vita. But I figured maybe I'll get a Vita eventually so I can play it. But you know, I figured I wanted it in the collection because it's Sonar X. Sonar X, I thought was really one of the ones that just started the newer graphics on when the PS3 came out. This was one of the newer ones there. So I thought that was all right. So let's go into the only games that I don't know if they really even came out with any games for the PS3. Not many. I mean, some downloadable ones they did, but Under Defeat AD. Of course, I had to buy this one. I think it got a soundtrack in it too. It got a soundtrack in it. It's a two-discer. That's coming out here, but it got a soundtrack in it. And I like it. Of course, I beat it too. You know, it's really good. I like it. I don't like it as much as the Dreamcast one. I don't know, maybe because it seemed like the ship might be a little bit bigger on this. Kind of hard to say, but it's good. I mean, you know, I have to have it for the collection, most definitely. I mean, I highly recommend it. And then also, this one, I couldn't wait for this one to come out, because when this one came out for the Japanese Xbox 360, I wanted this game, but I didn't have a Japanese Xbox 360, and this is Kasui. I don't know how to pronounce the whole thing. I know it's Kasui. And when it came out for the Japanese PS3, and of course the Japanese PS3 is universal, I'm like, I had to have this in the collection, man, because I saw one of my guys that really is good at SHMUPs had this, and of course he one credited it, which I never did. I don't think I beat this game, to be honest with you, because it's kind of hard. But to watch people that know how to play it, it's really nice to watch, man. This is a very good game. I highly recommend that game too. So now we're going to finish up here. And we're going to finish up here. Well, actually, we're going to Oldie Media. I'm going to get into the Cave game. But this is Oldie Media's Deluxe. So, I mean, I think it got like a pillow into the soundtrack and stuff like that. This is basically just a Gradius shoot 'em up with some, you know, young girls, you know, in Gradius, sitting on top of Gradius ships. So, I mean, you know, this, I never opened this up. I liked it as a collectible, and I got it here, I think. Well, I know I do, actually. Got it, and I played it on that. Did I beat that? I don't think so. But back to now the Xbox 360's games. Let's get into Raiden Fighter Aces. So Raiden Fighter Aces, of course, had Raiden Fighters, Raiden 2, and Raiden Fighters Jet, which, of course, everybody know these games are sick. You know what I mean? These games are sick, especially if you're a Raiden fan, and you know I'm a Raiden fan too. I beat all three of these. I think I just beat them on, I might have beat them on this too. I think I bought, like, no, the downloadable is on the Raiden, give you some extra ships, or the Ferry, I think, that's on Raiden 4. But anyway, I beat all of these games because I'm a big Raiden fan, so would I one credit them? Absolutely not. Did I watch my guy that's very good at SHMUP one credit them? Absolutely, yeah. And that's incredible to watch. But one of my all-time favorites here too, man. This is like an incredible game. Raiden 5. Did I beat this game? Yes, I did beat this game. Is it an incredible game? Absolutely it is. And it got a soundtrack in it too. I think I got an extra copy of this too. It might even be sealed, I think, somewhere. But anyway, I like it. So which leads me up to Raiden 5, which I don't have yet, because I don't have an Xbox One. But if Xbox One start dropping, I think I'm going to add that Raiden 5 to my collection too, to have all the Raiden series, like I said, because that's one of my favorite series there. Now let's get into the cave shooters here. And again, I'm not going to get into this, because this basically ain't nothing but these, and I already had these on the US, so I'm not even going to get into that. But anyway, here is a US sealed Kai Katana. This version is sealed as a US copy, and I don't know why people, you know, you should grab this copy if you can. It's a really good game. A lot of people, I think it's still at a good price here too. It's not really expensive. I haven't beaten this game though yet. I haven't put the time in it, because like some of these hell shooters is just hellish. They're ridiculously hard. You know what I mean? But they're beautiful to watch though. I got to give them that. So, you know, we're just talking about cave shooters. Let's talk about cave shooters right now. I mean, so because cave shooters, like I said, man, this is seen to be the standard today. And that's right. The reason why, like I said, I like some of the hell shooters, not all of the hell shooters. That's the reason why I lean towards the 16-bit graphic ones, like the Polestar, All-Type, Raiden, Gradius, you know, those type of things, because I like that type of gameplay. You know, this is the new type of gameplay. I kind of got into it, but just not as much as the old school ones. But anyway, but the Katana, I like it. It's a pretty decent game. Here's another one here. Another case, you Death Smiles. Death Smiles I like too. Yes, I did beat this game. Um, I like it. You know what I mean? Matter of fact, I should have pulled down a limited edition. That just show you how I am. Like I said, I got a lot of stuff. I ain't pull it all out. And I forgot all about it. I didn't even think about it until I started doing it. But I got the limited edition version of this too. But anyway, very good game. I like that game too. Here is Death Smiles 2. Death Smiles 2, this only came out in Japan. And I got it for the Xbox 360 as a downloadable. So, and yes, I believe I beat this also. A lot of people didn't like, when they go into the 3D graphics. 3D graphics don't really bother me now. Like I said, it's a good game, it's a good SHMUP, it's a good SHMUP. I don't care if it's 2D or 3D. Another Dodon Party Resurrection Deluxe. And I think this one has the soundtrack in it too. I'm pretty sure it got 2 discs in it there, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, it does. So 2 discs there. And did I beat this game? I think so. I thought it was good. I mean, same. All of these start getting repetitious after a while to me. So I think Cave, needs to kind of change up some and do something out. The new modern hell SHMUPs is like, I get it. You know what I mean? I get it, but I think it's time to move on. You know what I mean? So I don't play these as much as I play my older ones now. But here is Dodon Party Sadialju. Dodon Party Sadialju. Yes, I believe I beat this one too. Again, another cage shooter. Like I said, again, after a while, I mean, they started to get repetition. So now, by me not playing them for a while and looking back at them and talking about them and looking at them and stuff, I think why I've sat them down is because they just were too repetitious. Escalada 2. Escalada 2, which is another good Cave shooter. Don't get me wrong, like I say, Cave is a heavy hitter, man. I mean, that's a good company. I'm glad there's somebody out here still putting out SHMUPs. You know what I mean? Good SHMUPs. And there's other SHMUPs out here too that I just haven't had a chance to check out yet. But this is another one that I thought was really good too. But these last 2 is the ones that I like a lot. This one is Pink Sweets and Mushy Mushy Pork, which is kind of getting up in price too, because this didn't come out in the U.S. It's pretty sought after too, because it's 2K shooters in one. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, is that Pink Sweets is part 2 of Ibarra, whereas Ibarra is the second part of Battle Garega. So, and Ibarra is one of my ones on my want list too, so I'm looking to hopefully get that. And Ibarra is pretty expensive too. It came out on the PS2. I'm hoping they put that in a box set, is what they should have done. I mean, if they should have let me tell them what to put in the box set, I would have shown them what to put in the box set. But anyway, this one is a very good game. One of my favorite on the SHMUPs there. This is one I really like. So, and last but not least, my favorite, like I said, Mushihime Sama and Mushihime Sama Futara are my favorite SHMUPs that Cave put out. So, I really like these SHMUPs. These are my favorites. Yes, I did beat this one. The Mushy Mushy Pork and Pink Sweets, I think I beat. I don't remember. Escalada, I don't remember if I beat or not, but I know I beat this game. Very hard game, but very beautiful game. Like I said, I think I even beat this like on Hell version too. I didn't want to credit it, couldn't want to credit it, but to go back and watch my gameplay and watch on the Hell version, it's insane. To see all the bullets on the screen and stuff. You trying to dodge that, but. This is going to do it. This is going to wrap it up. These are all of my SHMUPs here. So again, I appreciate everybody for checking them out. If you watched all part 4 parts of my series, I appreciate it. I appreciate you everybody watching my videos and giving me support and giving me love and encouraging me to do these more. Cause these like I say, I love talking about my SHMUP. That's why I did this 4-parter. I had to get this out. I said if I'm gonna do some videos, I got to do some that's showing my first love. And my first love is SHMUPs, then fighters. Maybe I do something else on a fighter series or something like that. But again, thanks for watching as always. I really appreciate it. And until my next video, peace.